Hi, this video is the second video for Lecture 2. For this video, I'm going to talk about time value of money and the net present value. Suppose you are the manager for Zoom Corporation. Zoom is going to make an investment of virtual reality product. For this project, it requires Zoom to make upfront investment at $100 million. And Zoom can collect $104 million as the revenue 1 year after. The question is, what is the value of this virtual reality project? You can see that we have payment today and we have revenue 1 year after. So we need to draw the timeline of cash flow to make everything clear. From this timeline graph, we can see that cash flow today is minus $100 million because you have to make a payment of $100 million. Cash flow 1 year after is positive $104 million because you can have positive revenue of $104 million 1 year after. If we make a quick calculation, just use 104 minus 100, can we say the $4 million is the project value for this virtual reality product? No, we can't make this conclusion. Why? Because we don't know the price of $1 1 year after. We have learned the valuation principle. The valuation principle tells us we need to evaluate the benefits and costs of investment project based on the market price. In this problem, we don't know the market price for $1 1 year after. Where can we find the market price for $1 1 year after? Well, we can use the interest rate as the market price. As the manager of Zoom, you go to the bank in your city. The manager in the bank tells you, well, you can make the $100 million investment in the government bond. Then 1 year after, you can have $6 million as the interest and $100 million as the principal. Now we can use the interest rate earned on the government bond at the price of money 1 year after. Generally, we can use interest rate to establish market values of cash flow over time. For example, money 1 year ahead, money 2 years ahead, and money 5 years ahead. We can always use the interest rate to make the calculation. We call the value difference between money today and money in the future as the time value of money. In this example, you make $100 million investment in government bond, and then 1 year after, you have $106 million for sure. So we say $1 today is equivalent to $1.06 1 year ahead. Here, 0.06 is the discount rate or the interest rate. We can think this problem on the opposite direction. So for $106 million 1 year after, it is equivalent to $100 million today. So we can use this $106 million times 1 divided by 1.06. We say the ratio of 1 divided by 1.06 as the discount factor. It tells us the value of $1 1 year after. Now we can use the market price of money in the future to calculate the value of virtual reality project. Remember, we need to have this payment upfront as $100 million, so it is the cost of this project. What is the benefit of this project? You have $104 million 1 year after. So the market price of this revenue now is $104 million times the discount factor. So it is $98 million. Now we see that the benefit of virtual reality project is $98 million. It is lower than the cost of this virtual reality project. So we should reject this investment. In another expression, we can say that the cost of this virtual reality project plus the benefit of this virtual reality project is the net present value of this project. Here it is minus $12 million. So we say that the net value of this project is the net present value of this virtual reality project. Now let's consider an alternative investment project, because Zoom has close cooperation with Canvas. So now Zoom can invest $97 million in Canvas, and they can generate $104 million 1 year after. Let's take a look at this investment project. So 1 year after, Zoom will collect $104 million. We use the time value for $1 1 year after to evaluate the present value of $104 million in the future. Now it is $98.11 million. Well, Zoom has paid $97 million at the upfront investment. Now we can compare the cost and benefit. We have a positive benefit as $1.11 million. That is the net present value of this Canvas project. So in this way, Zoom should accept the Canvas project. Okay, now I want to give a brief summary for this video. In this video, I talk about the concept of time value of money. It gives us the market price for money in the future. And I also talk about the net present value. It is the value of benefit minus the value of cost. We use the market price to evaluate the cash value for this benefit and cost. And I also talked about the discount factor. We use this discount factor to calculate the present value of $1 received in the future. Thanks.